Well, hello and welcome back to the tower. So it's a day of fleeting and fleet flattening, or will we get flattened by the fleet? Nobody knows because it is the first fleeting tournament. So I'm already set up because I was doing some pushing earlier. So we're just going to go in and we're going to send it. So will I get fourth or will I get flattened by the fleet? I guess I have a minute, so we need to... All right, little tower, you have less than a minute. This would be a great time to have card presets, but we don't have them, so. And we get in with 41 seconds on the clock on little tower. Good job, little tower. That was a bit closer than I wanted it to be. Meet my. Yeah, I guess we'll send it with that. Hey guys, give me a second to get set up. I had to get something to eat. I'm in the tournament, guys. Don't worry, I made it. That's the buzzer. I guess it was a little close. I think this is my closest time yet, actually. I had 1 minute to get in. I don't know how I let it get to 1 minute. I mean, I guess I do know how I got let it get to 1 minute. No, it's not Wasis because I already queued up for the tournament earlier, so this is not that. This is certainly not. Yeah, so I was trying to get something to eat, and then I went outside and it was storming, so I had to rush, and then I brought it home, and then I'm like, oh, I have time to eat it before I stream. So then I ate the food, and then I was like, damn, I should have gone to the store earlier. And then I was like, well, I feel like I guess I didn't realize how little time I had. Fortunately, the only reason I made it is because my big tower was already pushing for something earlier, but that's also why I got it so close. Yeah, it would have been something if I missed the first tournament of the patch because I just mismanaged my time. Hey, Sar. Hey, Ned. Hey, Clouded. Hey, Nick. Hey, Cuxon. Hey, Enemy. Hey, New. Hey, Ghetto. How's everybody doing today? No. This is just me being hungry, Nick. This is called hunger. No spilled milk today. I was just hungry. Sorry, we had an accident. He died. Wait, what was the bet? Did we bet on how close I would be? Because this is actually, I think, the closest I've been. Weren't you tier 16 farming before, Ghetto? So it is actually kind of crazy to think I might have missed the tournament. Well, I think I would have been fine because I only really have to switch my preset, which takes like 5 seconds. Switch my cards, which takes 5 seconds, and then switch 2 modules. Doesn't take that long. But I might have missed it on Little Tower. Cuxon, there is a knockback bug. I don't know why some people seem to have it. It doesn't seem to be like everybody has a knockback bug. I don't want to admit what. Oh, you bet that I spilled milk. Oh, Ghetto, you're farming tier 18. Oh. Oh, so you're comparing 16 to 18. I see. No, I didn't spill anything today. This was not a spill day. This was just so I had a timer set for 10 minutes before the tournament. And I'm sitting there eating something and I'm like, I totally can eat this thing before the tournament. And fortunately, I was able to get everything going. You know, if I had probably one hiccup, I would have made a mistake. So that was probably really unnecessarily risky, but you know what? It worked out. Which is weird. I usually don't take unnecessary risks. All right. Wow, 40% fewer waves. New. What tournament do you do? All right, Ghetto. So Ghetto's up to 4 quintillion coins a day. Jeez. Hey, Martin, how you doing? I also didn't realize some people had messaged me on Discord, so whoops. Yeah, like I went to go get something to eat, and like I saw the storm. Oh, that's because they added ELS to Champion now. And the storm came in. Wait, Virus, did the new mods get leaked? I didn't see the leak, Virus. Hey, Rayan. Hey, Virus, how you doing? Yeah, ELS is gonna kill you in Champions. Oh. Well, I'll be honest. I didn't. Who are you? Who is Winter Wisp? I guess that's a scam. Who is Winter Wisp? Who are you, Winter Wisp? I'll find it in a second. Oh, they upped it to minus 50% in Legend? Okay, well, I said 10%. Minus 50% is a lot more. Who leaked them? So here's what's up with my creator code. Apparently it's through Nexus GG. And apparently the guys like just popped in on Ryan's stream and I made a comment on Ryan's video. I'm like, wow, how did you get a creator code? I don't have a creator code. And they popped in on his stream and just invited him, which is super weird because this is Nexus, right? If you follow any of my Idol Slayer content, I already work with them. I have a Nexus account with them. I do the Idol Slayer stuff with them. I already have a creator code and everything. That's why I was kind of confused. And honestly, that's why I thought I was overlooked. Because, like, I already work on Idol Slayer. Like, what are the odds, you know? It does appear to be working, Martin. I don't know what the bug is. Oh, he emailed me. Well, that would be the problem. I didn't check my email, apparently. Oh, well, whoops. I didn't know to expect an email. I honestly thought I had to apply. I even logged into Nexus and checked. Let's see. Oh, whoops. I guess they emailed me on the 6th and I just didn't see the email. I guess, all right, well, now I applied. Hey, Boat, how you doing? So now I applied to see if they accept me, so that's something. And if so, it'll be the same creator code, because I'm Zerdan, you know? So apparently I've been sitting on the application for 10 days, guys, so it was all my fault. Hey, Rocket Man, how you doing? So we will eventually have a creator code for me, and then you can use it, and then we can have a rocking good time. All right, hold on. Now I have to look at... Why would I not have 44 million cells? Rocket Man, why would I not have 44 million cells? Like, what would you suggest I do with my 44 million cells? Honestly, Rocket Man, because the labs I'm doing, there was nothing really that interesting. So I was like, well, I might as well just save for the update, right? And so while I was saving for the update, I don't know. Then I got the update, and so Rocket Man, also right now you have to also know that there's what's the proper way to put this now that I have a creator code pending? There's a lot of bugs with the way that everything works in this game right now. So like, yeah, I don't even want to mess around with it. Genesis tried like the auto lab stuff and he lost like 11 million cells. And so, yeah, I was just like, yeah, I'm going to wait until they get that fixed. I'm really glad that their QA department's working overtime because I would love to see the bugs that would happen if they didn't take extra time to QA. Because remember, this patch was delayed because they spent extra time QAing. I don't even want to think about what would have happened if they didn't take the extra time QAing. Well, actually... I'm going to say the real thing. You know what they were really QAing? Oh, whoops. Sorry, I had this set on my make a video mode because I use the same thing for this. Hold on, let me put the chat back on. I always forget something. I think I forgot to ping it. Oh, jeez. Take this. Where is it? I didn't do any of this because I was in such a rush to start the tournament. I forgot everything, I think. Oh yeah, you made a typo in the title. Oh my god. What's wrong with me? All right, hold on, let me get my homework done. I always forget I have streaming homework because YouTube doesn't remember my settings. Okay, so there's the first thing I have to ping you guys. Then I have to do my second set of streamer homework. Hey Noth, how you doing? They are allegedly rushing a fix out for the knockback bug, Martin. At least it's what I heard. Has iOS even gotten the update yet? Or are you guys like not having the update? It's terrible, Genesis. I ended up pushing. Oh, iOS has the bugs too. Well, I'm glad iOS also has the bugs now. Hey, Orem, how you doing? All right, there, Cuxon. I think I fixed the chat thing. Sorry about that. You know, kind of starting the tournament at the last minute was kind of my priority. And then I was trying to get this sorted out with the tower. So I'm going to have a creator code, guys. So that's cool. So I guess the back end of the store was also adding the creator code. So I can't, you know, knock it too much now because now they're going to... Now I can actually upsell you guys. And now when I say buy all the stone packs, you need to not just buy all the stone packs, but you need to put the creator code Zerdin in there. Now I can really upsell. I'm honestly surprised it was just that. I thought they might do something custom. Yeah, Genesis, I just try not to think about it because, like, honestly... Yeah, it's all about the lab boost being like to me, the auto... it is. Yes, it is. Shinobis are both in the tournament right now. We got kind of a late start. It's been a rough day. All right, so at least I got in contact with Zam, which is Nexus. I've applied to get my creator code accepted, so it's pending, so we'll see what happens. What's up, Sar? So yeah, we're dual tournamenting. Did you buy the ad-free pack for your second account? You know, Sar, I don't really care if people make fun of me. I mean, I make bizarre choices in the game, and I know when I was doing lab coin discount, I know it didn't make sense at the time. But like I told you guys, what did I tell you guys when I was doing the lab coin discount? I swear I said this. Guys, the most expensive labs are the labs we're going to have in the future. Like, I swear I said that and you guys didn't believe me. Dude, Ghetto, how expensive is the utility enhanced discount? Wait. Oh, Cuxon! Oh, Cuxon, you sweet summer child. There's gonna be worse. Just think of it this way. This is the worst game patch you've seen so far. Just say it with me. This is the worst patch I've seen so far. This actually isn't that broken. I have seen way worse patches go live than this on games. Like, way worse. Like, for the most part, most of the stuff works, okay? Virus, that's not what happened to Genesis. What happened to you, Genesis? Like, I know you lost, like, 11 million cells. Like, it kept just consuming his lab speed-ups over and over again. So, like, this is nothing. Yeah, like, you want to talk a bad update? Let's talk about World of Warcraft Warlords of Draenor. Or when we had the merge bug, and the merge bug, like, would make the game lag super bad. Or, I'm sure there's other, like, I could probably look some up. Yeah, like, Warlords of Draenor was so bad in World of Warcraft, because I guess they didn't test how the garrison was going to work. They had to hyper limit the amount of people that could log in for, like, 2 weeks. It was so bad that players would basically remote in and log into their computer while they were, like, on their lunch at work. And then, hopefully, they would be through the queue by the time they got home. But the problem is, right, like, as soon as people learned about this, then everybody started doing it. And then there were even exploits where, apparently, like, if you stood near a torch that was burning and you took damage from the torch, as long as you had enough health to resist the 3 damage it did, it would put you in combat. And because it was putting you in and out of combat, like, every time it burned you, it would put you in combat for a couple seconds and drop. What would happen is it would actually keep you logged in. So there was so much crazy stuff going on for people to just stay logged into the game that then people couldn't even log in the game. So, like, this, like, the fact that we can play the game, we can do the tournament, you know, we're actually, this is okay. Honestly, guys, the biggest surprise to me is that they dumped this on us on a Thursday. I was like, I was swearing up to God, up and down to God to you guys that they wouldn't do it to us on a Thursday, and then they did. Only because I'm a software engineer, you don't deploy on Thursday, especially not when you can't get a patch out over the weekend because of the way Google and Apple, like, just don't work weekends. Because remember last time when guilds came out, they had to tell us on Saturday, and then we got it on Monday. Shinobis, I am so confused. Hey Fat, how you doing? I think I have already exceeded my expectations. Martin, look, Martin, I can't, unfortunately, I don't know anything anymore. Again, because like I was saying, well, let me say this, Martin, I do know that if you're on iOS, you will not get a patch over the weekend. You will be stuck with this until Monday. That's just the way Apple works. Apple does not work weekends. Android is a bit different. I think we've been able to get updates out over the weekend, but that doesn't mean that we will get it over this weekend. So that's all I can say about that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Androids can. I think we actually did get an update over the weekend once. Yeah, I'm assuming that everything is hosed until Monday. That's what I'm assuming. Why would you turn off Chain Lightning, Boat? You need that to live. Oh, this is risky. That's okay. I feel like playing dangerous. Oh, actually, I actually need to collect this on the other tower. Hold on. This is actually a critical thing for the new tower because he finally gets 101% thorns. We made it. I would love to finish the other ones, but I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, everybody likes how the ass is working, Sar. The ass is all working overtime. Fifth! I got sniped by both! Ah! Damn it! Oh, well, he's gonna snipe somebody else. Damn. Well, son of a sailor. I was really hoping to get fourth like I used to get fourth. Oh well. Well, that was well, the little tower's still going for a change. Last time they died together. Well, that was so wait a second, what was the heat? I wasn't really paying attention. Oh, it's minus 40% now. That's a lot bigger than what it used to be. Why would you turn off chain lightning for farming? Just get the damage slider. Alright, I got you, Worm. So it's 50% without the lab, 40% with it. Wow, that's a... What was it before? What was it before? That's a big jump. Well, it gave us shorter tournaments, which is what everybody wanted, right? I curse you so much, bot respec, for not also giving me respec. God. I will make you rue the day that you did this to me, bots. Anyways, I have to get bot spec. That's just the way it is. So I did do some pushing. We'll talk about that since we're here. So as you can see, I cleared tier 15. Then I cleared tier 16. And I actually went over on tier 16. Okay, now he died. Oh, 17th place. That's an improvement. Good job, little tower. You got 17th place. And you tied with 17th. Okay. That's better. Oh, you still got the... Alright, well, it doesn't matter till you get to 15th. Alright. What do you mean from what I understand about new attack speed... Hold on. Let me fix my cards. Little tower needs little coins. So I really don't know how the new attack speed functions, Genesis. I just assumed that they fixed it, and I know that's what's kind of I mean, that's kind of ridiculous, right? To just take that on face value for reasons that hopefully I don't need to elaborate on. Oh, really? So it's still broken? Wow, imagine that. Can you imagine that they say they fixed something and then it's not actually fixed? Like, what are we talking about here? Of course it's fixed. Well, that's up for debate, apparently, Fat. That's the joke I'm trying to make here. So I pushed 16, 15, 16, 17. I got all the relics. I was surprised I got this far. This one was really good. This critical factor one. I probably should have gotten that one earlier. This one probably doesn't matter because it's tower health. At least it doesn't matter right now. And this one is damage per meter, which really doesn't matter for me right now, but at least I have it. And this is the one I really want, and I don't have it. So I guess we'll try. I don't know. I guess we can try 18. I don't know that I want to sit here and do a whole tier 18 farm. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm actually really tired. I haven't slept. If you're wondering why I haven't slept, it was an accident. I didn't intend not to sleep, but then I just didn't sleep, and now I'm really tired. But that's kind of what happens in life. You don't sleep, and then you get tired. Actually, technically what happened is I got so depressed about Golden Bot that I went to bed after that stream, and I just slept until, like, I don't know, a long time. I did a lot of sleeping. It was very sad. Oh, was that person a top 50? Bone? Or do you have a top 50 playing dead? You know, funnily enough, Ally is what Little Tower is using, but I don't know that he has reliable information on it. I can't believe I screwed up Little Tower. I'm kind of mad at myself, guys. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I know what I was thinking. I was blinded by the allure of the banners, right? And the relic. And I should have gotten the guardianship. I'm an idiot. I wouldn't be surprised if the new ally had a bug. Like, that's one of the game's most promising features, Oram, bugs. This is also why I thought I didn't get a creator code, because I thought, I'm like, wow, I'm way too, I must be way too, vicious in my sarcastic humor. What do you mean I didn't get economy? Are you talking about my bots, Shinobis? Look, don't make me explain what I did again. I'll do it, but I don't. Oh, on Little Tower. Well, first off, Steel wasn't bounty back then. Second, I forgot how good Fetch was. So the whole thing is, the whole reason I didn't think about it was because at the time, Steel and Fetch, they didn't scale coin-wise with Golden Tower Plus. And so well, Bo, that's just another feature that hasn't been rolled out yet. You know, I guarantee you guys it was an oversight that they don't put the new tier out. Guarantee you. Somebody was asleep at the wheel. Oh, that's weird, Cuxon. And so, Shinobis, I just completely, like, Steel was so bad for Big Tower that I didn't realize it would be good for, because like the whole thing is, I associated Steel with not being good. Also, for some reason, I'll be super honest, Shinobis, because the ability's already recycled again, I was like, oh, they'll just give us the abilities again really soon anyways, because they already just did it. I think that was the other reason, because remember, we just got Steal, then we got Fetch, and then in the next guild thing, we got them both back. So I'm pretty sure I was thinking, like, oh, they'll just come right back. You know, it's not going to be a big deal. I mean, obviously, in hindsight, I made a big mistake. Yeah, it's been busted for me, Orem, because I looked at everybody and everybody was still tier 18. Cuxin, there was the V26 patch was kind of rough. I mean, at least I got Fetch for Little Tower, right? Like, he got Fetch, so it's not like a total loss. Bounty would probably have been nice, but with the way Bounty is, it's only a 1% multiplier, right? So I think we'll be okay. And who knows? They could make another econ module. Honestly, I just hope they do something different with what I would hope that they do with the Guardian abilities is they just make them available in each season, but I doubt they're going to do that, but I don't know how they're going to do it. You know what I mean? Because it seems really weird to have Little Tower wait, like, what, we're going to do 18 weeks and he's not going to be able to get Steel? That seems like a bit much to me. Also, we're still proudly stuck with this boss health and on the old speed up. Yeah, sorry, Virus posted the modules and I got distracted by the creator code thing. He said he posted them in Discord. That's my bad, I got distracted. Sorry, there's too many things going on and I can only do so many things at once. So the first one is Amplifying Strike. It is a gun module. Killing a boss or elite enemy increases damage from tower attacks by ×2 for 5 seconds. And that's the epic version. And the way it looks like, it's the damage multiplier is the one that increases, not the duration. So that means you have to be constantly killing bosses or elite enemies for the damage multiplier to stick around. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. For the generator, it is a restorative bonus. Packages grant a temporary attack speed boost for 5. I guess they're really cashing in on fixing the attack speed, guys, because now they're having the generator be an attack speed boost every time you get a package. So then there's Orbital Augment. Increases maximum orbs by 1. Increases rotation of all orbs by a scaling percentage for 20 seconds with a 120 second cooldown. So basically every 2 minutes your orbs go berserko for 20 seconds. And finally, Primordial Collapse. Yeah, spawns a third black hole. Damage from enemies within a black hole is decreased by 50%. So I'm gonna wish I had 3 hands. So Cuxin, somebody posted him on the Discord. So basically, Cuxin, what happened is somebody hacked the game and data mined these, and they got posted on the Discord. And so I'm reading them off the Discord. How are you doing, Anomi? I got sniped. My tournament, my bracket got destroyed. Thank you, Bone, for stealing my thunder. Oof. I don't know that Primordial will be that good, because they also changed Black Hole, guys. They changed it so that you don't have to really, you no longer have to actually suck them into your Black Hole. As long as they get within the boundaries of your Black Hole. Yeah, you heard an oof. But as long as you are in the boundaries of the Black Hole, you get the coin bonus now. So a third Black Hole I don't really think changes much. Unless you're farming with a gigantic range. Like, so for me, like if you look at my Black Hole, there's only like this little tiny bit right there that doesn't count. And it's hard to see with all the other visual noise on the screen. But I only have a very small butthole. Or excuse me, sorry. I only have a very small black hole crack between my black holes. It's just this tiny little bit right there and there. I do not, you know, Primordial Collapse probably doesn't eclipse PF, no, probably doesn't. Not, sorry, not Primordial Collapse, the attack speed one probably doesn't. Honestly, that's right. I have to think of my other tower. Are any of these good for my other tower? I do like the orb one, though. I do like the orb one, and the reason I like the orb one is because my orbs give me coins. So, like, I think the orb one might be good for farming. So, like, you'd probably use ACP and then also slot in the orbital alignment as the assist. That's the only one I see that is, like, super promising. So, to be fair, Amplify Strikes could be really good. Because Amplifying Strikes could be a 10x damage multiplier, which would be huge. But it requires killing an elite or a boss, which means, like, what's your real window of that happening? You know what I mean? Like, you basically would need to get into a situation where you were juggling elites and bosses, and you killed one, and then it would just let you immediately delete everything else. You know what I mean? Also, how does it work with Shatter? I will say Amplifying Strike would actually be a lot better if it lasted more than 5 seconds. What are you talking about, Penguin? The original SF that was leaked was actually better than what we got. The original SF gave us 100% Thorns on Wall, which is way better than what we got. Because 100x Thorns on Wall is absolutely bonkers insane. Your wall will not die. Well, I mean, it will eventually, but, like, it's gonna die and take whatever out with it. The only thing third butthole would be useful for Genesis is if you couldn't afford the research for the second butthole. It was 100% Thorns on Wall. It was nuts. Well, it started out at 20%, but went to 100% at Accessory. Like, it was like 25%, blah, 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 and went all the way up to 100%. Or like 5x or whatever. I don't remember exactly how it was worded. Oh yeah, that's true. A third butthole might help you if you use range, yeah. I'm sorry, black hole. What do I mean butthole? Yeah, sorry, black hole. Black hole, butthole, whatever. They're both holes. Well, I don't really understand why they have the damage decrease in there. Oh, well, sorry. Sorry, my bad, guys. I read it wrong. Damage from enemies within a black hole is decreased by 50%. My bad. I thought I read it as damage from the black hole. Damage from the enemies, damage from the black hole. Big difference there. I read it the other way. So actually, that primordial collapse is like an EHP core module. Yeah. That triple black hole probably is really good if you're EHP, because that's pretty big. It also depends too, guys, on how within a black hole is defined, right? If it works the new way the black hole works is that if you're just here, you're considered within the black hole, even if you haven't been sucked into the hole. That would mean it would work on bosses. And since there's no EHP module for the core slot, that is actually huge, because now you're cutting the damage in half again. So you cut the damage in half, then you take your defense into account, or what have you. Because that's another 1/2er on top of Flamebot, on top of defense percent. Yeah, and it could go higher too. But it also depends if it works on bosses, right? Because they changed it. So this boss right there, that is considered in my black hole now. So you get the coin bonus from black hole for the boss now, right? Does that mean it also works for primordial collapse? I mean, you know, it's fudge logic. Who knows? Yeah, I would guess it goes up to, what is it? Epic, legendary, mythic, ancestral. I would guess it goes up to 70%. So right now you can get 98% in farming, right? So you take 2% of the damage just from defense percent alone, right? Then of that 2%, you take 75% after Chrono Field, right? So we're at 1.5%. If that also goes to like 0.7, now you're taking 0.3 of, 30% of that. We're just going to assume 70%. And now we've gone from 2% to taking 0.54% of the damage. And if you have Flamebot, that's another point. Whoops. Hold on, I did my math wrong. That's another 0.05%, because Flamebot now goes to 95% damage reduction, which makes you actually take 0.0225% damage. Yes, please do like the stream. Thank you, Shinobis. It does help out a lot. So 0.225%. That is nuts. But, you know, you have to have Flamebot and all that other stuff. I probably will be Genesis, but I am tired. I'm not supposed to be this tired, but I was up late. I was still fixing my BlueStacks. I can't believe it. I didn't realize how many keybinds I had for all the different games. Yeah, well, it wasn't really a nuke. It was like I uninstalled it and didn't realize what I was uninstalling, and I should have backed stuff up. Honestly, my BlueStacks setup is actually nothing special, Shinobis, which is why I haven't made a video on it. I don't do anything special. The only special thing I did with BlueStacks is because of the way it works. I make a base instance first, and I take that base instance, and I just log into the Google Play Store on that base instance. And then from that base instance, I just make copies of it, and I make one instance for each game. That's it. So it's nothing like I could try and make a video out of that, but it would be very difficult because it's not really anything special in my opinion. And also the video would be like not very long. I mean, I can think about it if you are that curious. But that's really it. And then then it's just like once you have that, all right, thank you, Boat. You have a good evening. And happy farming, man. Once you have that base instance set up, and again, I want to be very clear, setting up the base instance is literally all I do is log into the Google Play account. And the reason I do that is because it lets me make copies of the account already logged in. Otherwise, every time you create a new instance, you have to then log in again. Hey, Joey Mac, how you doing? What's on UFC tonight? Oh, okay. Well, there's two big things to know to do, Shinobis. One of them is to make sure you have this certain setting set on. Let me find it. Excuse me. I try to check them as often as I can, Joey Mac. It's very important to check your gems. Also, I've been up all night, so it makes it easy to check your gems. Usually, Joey Mac, I have it running on a separate monitor, and I just look over. It's like, oh, there's a gem. Let me go click it. Also, in BlueStacks, you can set up keybinds for things, so it's nice. Like, you know, I can just tab over and press the key and tab back if I'm doing something else. On Big Tower, I don't have to check nearly as much because Big Tower has the gem stack. If you want to be super optimal, Joey Mac, you want to check every 11 to 12 minutes. I'm gonna send you the one link. This is really the only thing you need to do for BlueStacks. Like, I really would make a video if I thought this was more, there was more to it. Maybe I'll consider, I'll consider it. Guys, I need to go to the restroom. I'm sorry. I will, this is, something non-negotiable. I will be back as soon as I can. Sorry guys, sometimes nature doesn't ask, it demands. I'm back, Sar. It's okay. You don't have to send the rescue party. No, I didn't need to use the emergency pants. I made it to the bathroom in time. Also today, I found out about Brady Fiegel? The baseball player who also had another Brady Fiegel on his team, and they thought they were twins because they look the same, and it turns out they are just two copies of of a nearly identical person. I don't know how they even thought they were twins. One of them was 32 and the other was 27. That's like kind of a giveaway. That would be so gross, no? Oh, what am I going to spend my coins on over here? I was saving for something. Has anyone else been using effective paths? No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, I already had enough fun with things. Oh, hey Omega, so I got 16th here, which is almost 15th. Yeah, Penguin, it is, you know, it's one of those things that frustrates me about games, Penguin. You know how easy it would be to dump all your labs and everything from the tower into a JSON file so you could just run it through anything? And, we don't have that, so it just makes me mad constantly. And I got 5th. I really don't want optimizing my tower to really be a testament to how good I am at doing data entry, you know what I mean? Hopefully I'm not alone in that. So JSON is short for JavaScript Object Notation, and it's pretty much the standard way of, it's become the standard way of communicating deserialized data in a text format. Before that you had, well, I mean, XML still exists and is the other alternative. Well, I asked Omega if they were going to reverse engineer the game. Like, if you go to, like, the lab tools or whatever, they just read your save file. Yeah, it's raw text. And, XML is fine. So, like, if you go to the tower.tools, some of the tools will just look directly at your save file. And I was looking at this, and I'm like, guys, I even went into the Effective Paths channel, and I said, guys, why don't you just read the save file? All right, good night, Cuxon. You have a good evening and happy farming, man. Oh, okay, New. Let me check. Sorry, I got kind of interrupted. Oh Lord. Oh my God. No, I think I'll just use the bathroom, New. And anyways, they were like, yeah, we could do that if we wanted to get banned. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? And they were like, yeah, it's against the rules to reverse engineer the game. And I was like, okay, but the other sites are doing it. And they're like, yeah, we don't know how they're doing it either. And well, when we say how they're doing it, they mean they don't know how they're getting away with it either. I'm not sure what it is, Omega. I do know that they're definitely reading the bytes, because I looked at the code, because, you know, you can just view source the code. And they were reading the bytes from the save itself. If I was understanding that, maybe I misunderstood the code, but that's what I understood it to be. Well, honestly, Omega, I expected it to be encrypted. Like, every game I know, they encrypt the save files. So it wasn't like, so I was assuming it was encrypted, you know? So you would have to actually decrypt it first, which means you'd have to mine the decryption key, then effectively uncompress the file, and then look at the file, and then interpret the data in the file. At least that's how I thought it worked in my head. Haha. Wow. Hey, Pedro, how you doing? Pedro, did your 4 accounts join your guild? Oh, sorry. I dozed a little bit. My bad. Sorry. I actually fell asleep. Sorry. I said I was tired, and it caught up with me. Sorry, I guess I was out for like 8 minutes there. Sorry about that. I told you guys I was tired. I wanted to do a little bit and then go to bed. And apparently I just fell asleep on stream. So I think that's the second time that's happened. Did I snore? Hey, Gordana, how you doing? I probably should vote. Let's go for just a little bit further. It was just just an 8-minute nap. Let's not get like overexcited. Well, at least I didn't snore. That's good. I can't believe I just fell asleep. Do you guys ever like drift in and out of where you're really close to falling asleep and you start thinking about something totally bizarre and unrelated to reality? And then like you start going with it a little bit and then you like wake up and you're like, whoa, I was asleep. Oh, I did, Sar? You know, Sar, you want to hear a funny story about my ex-girlfriend and me sleeping? So, apparently, I talk in my sleep. And so, this is my, a new girl, right after a pretty, how's the right way to say this? Intense and tumultuous relationship with my ex right before her. And so I went to bed last night, or not last night, it wasn't last night, this is a long time ago. Last night, as far as I know, I didn't say anybody's name in my sleep. And I went to bed thinking nothing of it. Woke up the next morning, and I started talking to her, and she just goes, "Who is so-and-so?" And I'm like, oh, shit. And the thing was, I never told her the name of my previous girlfriend, and so she asked me who her name was, and I'm like, yeah, that was my ex-girlfriend. She's like, you were moaning her name last night in your sleep. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. And the saddest thing was, however good that dream was, I didn't remember what I was doing with my ex. Oh, she was furious at me. And like I said, I only ever called her my ex-girlfriend. I never said her name. And she goes, "Who the heck is this?" And I'm like, oh my God, that is my ex-girlfriend. How do you know her name? She was so pissed. Like, you wouldn't believe how pissed she was. Maybe you would. I don't know. She shocked me with how... Wait. How did that get turned down? She shocked me with how pissed off she was. But I don't even remember the dream. That's the saddest part, right? Like, I got in trouble, and I don't even remember the amazing dream that got me in trouble. It must have been amazing, because I found my ex's name. Yeah, that's the whole thing. She acted like I was still sleeping with her or something, which, that would have been really hard to do, right? It's okay. It was okay. In the end, she made a friend who then, after I broke up with her, she immediately started dating him. And of course, that never would have happened if we stayed together. But since I broke up with her, she had to start dating him. I had a guy at work who he was on the phone with his wife, and they were having an argument, and his wife was upset with him because she had a dream that he cheated on her. And his wife was a little, I don't know what the word is. Overbearing is probably the word, or overbearing or insecure. You pick your one with this. Who she would call him at work all the time about problems she was having at home, and he'd have to be like, honey, I'm at work. Just do the best you can, and if it's still a problem, I'll deal with it after work when I get home. It was wild to see that. But yeah, that was I don't know. She always had she was always the girl that got upset about it was always really jealous of all my ex-girlfriends, and I'm like, I'm sorry I didn't keep myself in a glass case until you decided to show up and date me. Sorry. You know, but the reality is I didn't know we were gonna date back then. She was the most, I would say, I guess, insecure girl, because she was always worried about how she measured up to my exes. And I was like, they're my exes. Like, you don't have to measure up to them. I'm not dating them. Like, what is going on here? Like, she dated people before me, and it wasn't like I had a conniption about it. I realized that, well, like, I didn't know you back then, so how could I expect you to save yourself for me? You know? Like, that's an impossible ask. Like, what? I'm gonna go invent a time machine so I can go back in time to stop you from dating other people before we met? And, you know, and I told her, I said, look, if I invent a time machine to go back in time, I'm not wasting my time going back in time to try and convince past you that we're going to date and you shouldn't date this other guy someday. I am going to go buy a lottery ticket and win the Powerball and have a shitload of money. And, you know, can you believe it that she didn't really, that explanation of what I would do with the time machine, like, also pissed her off? I will say this, I was 100% in it on that fight. Like, I knew going in it as soon as I said that I was picking a fight. And I was like, whatever. You want to have this fight? I am going to go for the throat. I am going all in. And yeah, she was pissed. I don't know how she thought I could go back in time and be like, hey, I'm a time traveler from the future. You're going to date me in the future. Stop dating him. In what reality is her past self gonna listen to a guy from the future? And then the kicker was, I wasn't mad at you because you said you wouldn't do it. I was mad at you because you wouldn't try. And I'm like, why would I waste the time when I could go win the lottery? Like, I remember we were watching the movie, The Adjustment Bureau. I don't know if you've seen that movie. Does anybody not want to hear spoilers for a movie that's probably 20 years old? Okay, so it's not 20 years old, it's like 15 years old, 14 years old. I'm going to assume by your silence I can spoil this movie. So anyways, in the Adjustment Bureau, it's a whole thing about a guy seeing this woman and falling in love with this woman after seeing her like one time. And what my ex didn't understand is that if I saw a woman one time and fell in love with her just from seeing her one time, and then decided to find everything out about her life beyond that one time I saw her, most women don't like that kind of behavior. Like, that generally falls under a negative connotation for a type of behavior. And, just a little SAR. But the thing is, it stars Matt Damon. And see, the thing is, Matt Damon is hot, so he can do it. If I looked like Matt Damon, I probably could do it too. But I don't look like Matt Damon. So it doesn't work. And I don't think every woman would just do it because it's Matt Damon. But you have a higher success rate if you are. And her takeaway from that movie was, you wouldn't try that hard to stay with me. And I'm like, oh my God, we're watching a science fiction movie. I guess so, Anomi, but I wouldn't count on it. I wouldn't count on it ever working. Because I met her when she was dating somebody else. And she knew the relationship was effectively over. And what she told me was, well, I'm waiting for him to break up with me. And if he does break up with me, then we can date. I was like, oh, well, that's a little weird, but okay. And so I just stayed friends with her, and then he broke up with her. And look, I was young and naive and didn't see that for the red flag that it was. Because what the red flag really was I am going to make my current boyfriend miserable until he breaks up with me, because he is going to be the bad guy and I am going to be the good guy. This was, I haven't dated that many people. I mean, I guess. I mean, I like, if Maria and I get divorced, like, you kind of goes without saying, I guess, you know? Hey, Ryan, thank you for that, by the way. I was really confused. I guess I should have checked my email. I mean, it's not like I have any domain over her life after that, you know? We're not together anymore. But anyways, like, so that's what happened with her. And then, so when she started hanging out with this other guy all the time, like, the writing on the wall was so clear to me. And then she tried to gaslight me, like, oh, this never would have happened if you broke up with me. And I'm like, oh, well, I broke up with you. Too bad. And she was absolutely obsessed with whether or not I cheated on her. And she was like, did you cheat on me? Are you leaving me for somebody else? And I'm like, no, I'm leaving you because it's over. Like, there isn't anybody else. And we were friends on Facebook until I saw that she got married, like, to the next guy after me. She literally got married to him in like 9 months or something like that. And then I messaged her about it, and then all of a sudden we weren't Facebook friends anymore. And then I was like, oh, well, that's the end of that chapter. Believe it or not, I was actually trying to find out when we broke up. And so we broke up on Facebook too. Like, you know, Facebook puts a thing out like so-and-so ended their relationship with so-and-so. And so, like, years and years later, I was like, huh, you know, I wonder when I actually broke up with her. I was just curious, right? And apparently Facebook doesn't keep that one piece of information around, because I scoured my entire Facebook history of, like, you know, when that happened. And there was no, like, it just deleted, it's like it just deleted that part of my life. You know, from the public. Obviously, Facebook knows that I dated somebody and broke up with them in their data set. They just didn't want to remind me what date it happened on. What containers did you move, Pedra? Hey, D-Bell, how you doing? Also, guys, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with my tower, because I haven't done anything with my tower. And we were supposed to talk about that until I fell asleep, so... Because I was thinking I would get Chronofield Slow, and then I would get Chronofield Plus. But I was also told to just forget about that and unlock the assistant generator. So now I don't know. I assume if I unlock the assistant generator, I would be using both Black Hole and Project Fund together. Oh, Tags, did you already make that? Tags, didn't you do the, Tags, wait, are you the one that has the walkthrough on effective paths? Oh, that's right, I could do Singularity Harness. Thank you for reminding me, Boat. Oh, okay, so yes, I saw, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did see that, I did see that. But see, I don't need the joystick because I have on my Dimension Core Omega, I have the extra 10 seconds now. So I never have to worry about, I never have to worry about that anymore, as long as I'm using my dim core. If I'm using a different module, yeah, it's a problem for my core slot. Yeah, I'm playing on PC. DeBell. That's how I'm playing. And so I have my own custom copyright free music that I'm playing while I'm playing the tower. I would assume so, Ryan, because I heard that the bonuses are multiplicative. But, you know, I'm a chicken. Look, I'm a chicken, and I'm not afraid to admit it, guys. I am not willing to be the first person that experiments with this kind of stuff. I'm actually totally fine with just, if I need to wait more until there's more definitive information, well, I guess I'm waiting more. Honestly, too, this was... Why do you have house ants? This was an update that I wasn't prepared for at all, and what we got out of this update was something I had never contemplated, you know? So it's not like I had a plan going in here. Like, I had an idea and I had a plan. This is totally unexpected, so it's like, Oh, that's right, the house ants and the termites. I forgot. I forgot you had your own little ecosystem. So I'm really struggling with what to do. And the thing is, when I don't know what to do, I'm just willing to sit and wait. Because the worst thing I can do is choose the wrong thing. Yeah, see, that's the thing, because I don't even have CF Plus, Ryan, so I'm like, man, you're getting CF Plus, everybody else has CF Plus, I don't even have CF slow to 90%. Hey, Fatty, how you doing? So I was like, should I do that first? Like, Ryan, the thing is, to me, it just doesn't feel like I'm the player that those are targeted at, you know? Hey, John, how you doing? How many waves were you getting before, John? Yeah, I have GT12 too. Oh, wow. You probably could go ahead with 7,000 waves. It might be better for you to farm tier 15. I farmed tier 15. I got about 4,200 waves just for the record. Wow, Pedro, what were you doing with all those t-shirts and bottles and all that other stuff? I think you're slightly ahead of me, Ryan. I just have a hard time believing that I'm going to benefit over the assistant modules over CF. Like, I do understand that the it's from what I understand. I don't know if this is true or not. Isn't the big guy like resistant to CF, right? The big fleet dude, isn't he resistant to CF? Oh, Pedro, congrats on moving into your new house. How new of a house is it? What tier did you shift from, DeBell? Yeah, John, I don't doubt that it's good. The whole problem is what is the most good? Oh wow, it knocked you down from tier 8 to tier 7? That's surprising because there shouldn't have been any changes. At least there should have been any changes that would have negatively impacted you. Who was going to use your other house, Pedro? It was only 25 months old. That's just barely 2 years old. So you had a 2-year-old house and then you got a brand new house? But what about your tower, Pedro? What's going on with your tower? Did you see the update? Oh, yeah, there's a knockback bug. So Fatty, as of right now, I don't think we have anybody that's looking to join. Unless you know somebody, and I don't know somebody. I'm probably going to have to figure out how to clean house of the 5 people that are still inactive. Yeah, there is a knockback bug. They're supposed to have a fix soon. Oh, okay. Yeah, so right now it's just based on whether or not somebody joins. I'll remove somebody. That's basically what we're operating on now. I expect that there's going to be a lot of shakeups with this change to this update. Like, Mike already stopped playing. That's really weird, DeBell. You don't have wall, right, DeBell? Oh, you do have wall? You have light speed shots too, I'm guessing, right? Okay. Yeah, Fatty, I was kind of disappointed that the only thing everybody got was the lab speed auto boost that I've heard are buggy as hell. Like, that to me is not a winning update. I want a 6 lab. I've been very vocal about 6 lab. Right, Ghetto? I don't even think it's for the 1% new. I think this is for like the 0.1%. Yeah, DeBell, that's not gonna happen. Unfortunately, like, I honestly thought maybe they would do a double event pass, like when they added the new store. I was thinking, well, maybe they'll do a double event pass for like $20 or something like that. You know, and no, we didn't get that. John, I also don't think that's going to happen either. Now, to be fair, they couldn't do that with the Guardian. Yeah, do you have all 4 slots unlocked, Ghetto? Hey, Matthews, how you doing? Oh, sorry, Ghetto. You said that. I missed it. How much did getting the Ancestral unlock cost? Like, do I even want to know? $4,000. Oh my God. That is a lot of stones. And then you have to multiply that by 4 because there's 4 slots. And then you end up with 18,600. Jeez. Anomi, from what I understand, it just downgrades it to whatever the max is. Oh, wow, you had 11,000 stones. Well, that's good. I would not recommend, Abel, replacing Death Wave cells with lab speed. I would recommend doing any other lab, and in terms of, like, replace one of your other econ labs with cells and keep lab speed going. You'll probably thank me for that later. You don't ever want to stop lab speed. Yeah, lab speed basically pays for itself. Oh no, what kind of storm are you having, Pedra? Yeah, I'm thinking about getting generator. But the problem is getting generator messes up my plans. Yep, and the coin bonus is multiplicated, which is insane to me. Ghetto, did you spend any stones on increasing the percentages? Oh, wow, Ghetto. Yeah, but Tabell, you're not understanding me. I'm not saying stop doing Death Wave cells. What I'm saying is do lab speed plus Death Wave cells and sacrifice one of your other econ labs, because I guarantee you there's one of your econ labs you can sacrifice that's better than sacrificing lab speed. Simply because if you're just hurting yourself in the long run by giving up the lab speed. I understand you're saying I can get the cells to speed up my labs. If you're having a tornado warning, you need to get into the shelter. Pedro, do not play around with a tornado. Just take your phone with you so you can keep watching the stream while you're in the tornado. I mean, what are the econ labs you're doing, DeBell? Because I guarantee you, one of them probably can be delayed. The reason I bring this up is because I kind of went through this with Nick. Wait, what's Project Ren? Yeah, watch out for flying cows, Pedro. Oh, yeah, I posted a video about that a long time ago, but I didn't know where it ended up. Wow, you got hail? Are you sure that's just not one of the new commanders attacking your tower, Pedro? Wow, nice, Ghetto. Pedro, don't be scared. You just bought the new house. Your new house will protect you. You just moved all those containers into your new house, remember? It'll be fine. Just hunker down and keep your phone with you in case so you can keep watching the stream. It'll be fine. Just get into the center of your house, get away from the windows. And remember, if your house gets damaged, that's why you have homeowners insurance, and you just file a claim and they come out and fix it. No, I only made it to tier 20, Ghetto. I got to tier 20 wave 100. Honestly, I barely cleaned out tier 19 at 500, and I was able to get everything. I did another run, and I was able to basically stay at that spot. Hold on, I'll show you. So Little Tower made it to 16th place. Big Tower made it to 5th. There you go, Pedro. Hide in the closet. Oh, really? How are you farming rerolls in tier 21? I haven't heard anything about that. Wow, 100 waves is 32,000? 57,000? Pedro, no, you're fine. Just, your accounts will be fine as long as you use the cloud backup, because even though it's raining, the cloud isn't losing your data. Holy crap, 160 waves is 57,000 rerolls? Yeah, Omega, I'm not gonna lie, the whole thing just seems like vaporware designed to like, because I don't understand how it works. Like, how did this guy make this app come out of nowhere? All right, Anomi, thank you for watching, and happy farming, and have a good evening. And thanks for putting up with me while I fell asleep. So we had our first unofficial sleep stream, guys. I hope everybody was excited by that. I know I was so excited I fell asleep. It just, to me, seeing how he made all these features, and he's like, yeah, you have to download it and install it. I'm like, why do you have to download it and install it? No, Pedro, you'll be fine. The Wi-Fi is in the house. Oh, DeBell, I'm not debating on working on your workshop. I am just saying, the only thing I'm saying is, the ROI on lab speed, especially with multipliers, is so high that you really don't want to stop lab speed for something else. You really want to keep lab speed going. That's just really what I'm trying to say. Right, Omega? I kind of thought that it would, you know, look at your player, like your player DAT file. Like, how is it scanning? What emulator is he using? What is that he's using? MSI app player? Hey Daniello, how you doing? I don't know. I've never had a good experience with MSI, but that could just be my bad luck. Yeah, no, I watched his video talking about it, and it just seemed too good to be true. Because so the thing is, New, for him to get this kind of information, there's two ways you get it. Well, I guess three ways. The first way is you use, like the most benign way to do it is you use OCR, and you use OCR to basically read the game screen, and as you read the game screen, you interpret that information, and then you just automatically populate the data based on screen grabs, right? The issue with that is that if, for example, if I go in here, wait, maybe I'm wrong and I just don't. Okay, I guess I am wrong. I guess it does kind of tell you everything in here. Yeah, Ryan, it's about Project Rend. I did watch the video on it, and I I honestly thought it was too good to be true. It seemed to me like, it just seemed to me to be like vaporware. Oh, and my tournament's Durs. 1 second. Hey, Durs, how you doing? So I got 16th and I got 5th. Because to me, I love what he's made. I just wish it was a website and you just went to the website new, you know what I mean? Okay, DeBell, I was just, I'm just giving you my advice because the first lab I maxed on my first account was lab speed. And it's, well, second lab. The first was game speed. Oh, I understand, Omega. I understand it could legitimately be you have to install it because it is using like the tensor workflow to actually read the screen to interpret everything. I totally understand that. Oh, hey, Dizzy, how you doing? Wow, we were just talking about Project Rend. How did you get here? Well, that's unusual. Well, Pedro, do you have a UPS? Pedro, you have to locate a UPS. And you have to plug all your devices into the UPS and use that as battery backup. How did you, I'm assuming, are you using OCR? Oh. Which? Oh, cool. You guys can use my creator code Zerdin. We did it, boys. We made it, and girls, we made it possible. You now have creator code Zerdin. Well, Pedro. Oh, so Dizzy, you were only doing OCR on the run. Well, it's not exactly moot. It would be moot if we had the run history. We don't have the run history. Copy-paste still requires that you actually pay attention to it. Like, I have auto restart. I don't ever see the end of my run. Well, I guess sometimes I do. Does it go through like a setup where you have to show it certain things about your tower and it has to scan? I assume you have to show it that and it scans all the different things, like all your labs and stuff like that? The devs have said they really don't like live capture stuff. Are you serious, Dizzy? I do not understand the people that work on this game sometimes, I swear to God. Okay, if they don't want us to modify the code to cheat, we need two things. We need a run history that you can copy and paste. And you need a copy and paste that dumps your tower stats out. I don't like, if we have those things, we don't need to make tools that reverse engineer the game. Like, how hard is this to understand? And we're not trying to reverse engineer the game. What we're trying to do is not play data entry simulator. And on top of this, Dizzy, they have already reverse engineered the save file. How they reverse engineered the save file is beyond me. But if you go to any of the big sites out there, they've already reverse engineered the save file, where you can just read your save file and it just reads your save file. Omega, if you actually look at the source of any of the sites linked on the tower.tools, I actually looked at the source code. It literally goes through the bytes and reads the bytes themselves and sets the bytes up based on certain flags. Really, Dizzy? Because you don't need to crack it now. And hey, JP, how you doing? Sorry, I was talking with Dizzy here. You don't need to crack it now. You can just copy. Well, you don't need to do the hex editor. You just need to copy the function. Because if you look at the source on any of those sites, because they're all done locally, you could just look at the save file itself and run the function and see how the function decodes it. Dizzy, I was honestly surprised it can look at the raw save file, because I assume, Dizzy, like most games out there, they basically encrypt it. Like they zip the save file and encrypt it with, you know, a key that's stored in the code. Again, it's not hard to data mine the key out of the code because it's still in the code, you know what I mean? So it's not impossible to do that. But a lot of games do that, so you can't just straight up hex edit the save. And I was surprised when I looked at the reverse engineering of it. It doesn't seem like they even had to decrypt the save to look at it, which to me was wild. Now, I will tell you, when you look at it, that function is like a million miles long. I have no idea how they reverse engineered it. Well, I take that back. I have an idea how they reverse engineered. They probably took the game, dumped the game, decompiled the game, looked at the save file in the game, looked at how the game saved it in the save file, then reverse engineered it from that save file. I wouldn't be surprised if they used AI to assist with this. Like, it wouldn't shock me if they used AI and they were able to get AI to kind of help them reverse engineer it. I just don't understand. Like, what you're doing, Dizzy, is the most benign thing ever. You're having it record the screen and look at the screen. And they were worried you could make cheats out of this. Honestly, Omega, it depends, because some of the AI is pretty good. Dizzy, you probably would have had to use WebAssembly, because you would have had to try to package it up as a WebAssembly app and then run it through WebAssembly, because you can do anything through WebAssembly. And that probably would have been how you got around it, like without obviously going to an API, because you should be able to. Usually what people do is they use TensorFlow or whatever it is from Google for the OCR. Why did they say no? Like, I don't understand, Dizzy. Like, they realized you could just record the game playing. Like, I could literally point a camera at this or stream it, and I would have the data. I'm just trying to get the data in an easier way. Why, like... Why is that even up for debate, Dizzy? Like, what is going on? It would be literally no different than if I stream my tower 24/7 and then went back and watched the stream minute by minute and manually did it. I just don't have to manually do it. Like, what is so hard to understand? It doesn't. It doesn't. My God. I get. I actually am a C# developer in the real world. I don't believe that having something that reads the screen and stores data points about it I think it's a little different than a plugin that tells you how to do the bosses. Because it's not telling you how to do anything. It's basically creating a log file. But it's not doing any of that. It's making a log file so I can see, is my tower doing better or worse? That's all it's doing. It's doing, like again, it's doing what you could do if you recorded it and then had the recording skip every minute and say, this is my coins per minute at this minute. That's all it's doing. It's not fundamentally changing how you interact with the game. It's just, I am gathering data, and that's all it's doing. I mean, the one thing it's really doing is saving you from the tedious work of manually gathering the data, right? Like, if you wanted to do this, you would have to manually record a data point, 1,440 data points per day to track out your coins per minute. That's all it's doing. And then, sure, you could use that to try and fine-tune a strategy, but let's not pretend that that's going to really... it might accelerate that, but it's not going to be the only way that happens, right? I find that so bizarre. I feel... And the thing is, Dizzy, to me, I feel like game creators... Or, sorry, that's the wrong term. Game developers would actually benefit from this. Because what you would do is on the export, you would export it, right? And you'd put what you would do if you were smart, and you put at the bottom, like you'd put links to your game at the bottom. And it's just like, you know how Wordle got big? Wordle didn't get big because Wordle didn't have that copy paste function. Wordle got big because people would copy and paste that little snippet of Wordle, like how I did it in Wordle today. They would post it on their social media. Other people would see it and be like, oh, what is this Wordle game? And then they started playing the game. It's like the same thing I got so frustrated with Starfield. Starfield made this amazing ship builder. And I was like, how could Bethesda make such a good ship creator and not have an import-export functionality to the ship creator? Because to me, one of the best way to market Starfield the game would be to export your ship and have it take a nice picture, list the parts, show how they were configured, and be able to post that to social media, and then people could import that into their own shipbuilder and build the ship. It's like, I don't know, like, am I an alien when I talk about this stuff? Because games are basically social anyways. So like when you inhibit the social sharing around a game, I don't understand. Maybe I'm the bad guy. And Omega, I come from World of Warcraft, so it's like, in World of Warcraft, somebody made something where they just dumped the combat log in real time and read the combat log, and then Blizzard had to batch the combat log up. Yeah, that's Dizzy. He made Project Rend. Oh yeah, I guess you could throw it in a VM and have it scrape the screen. I just don't understand, Dizzy. That to me is the most bizarre thing. Like, every game I play that doesn't have some kind of, like, log thing function, like, always bugs me. I also feel like game developers are overly concerned with people doing this kind of stuff too. In my opinion. I mean, honestly, I know how the technology is going to end up. Okay. And if you're a game developer, I don't know how you haven't already seen. I don't know how you don't already know what the end point of gaming is. For any massively multiplayer online game, World of Warcraft, RuneScape, you name it, the end game here is somebody is going to build a mainframe. Maybe not a mainframe, maybe to a bunch of distributed computer systems, but the idea is that someone is going to make a distributed cluster of computer systems that effectively work as a hive. Those computer systems are going to take in the HDMI input from another computer system. So, like let's just imagine a 5-to-1 ratio, okay? So you have 5 effectively client computers that are playing RuneScape, World of Warcraft, whatever. Their input and output is directly fed into another controller computer, and that controller computer uses OCR to watch the game like a human would, then pretends to use a mouse and keyboard through virtualization using known HIDs of traditional mice and keyboards, and basically effectively plays the game as a bot while playing it with a mouse and keyboard virtualized like a human, and then you have effectively undetectable botting. And I don't know when we're going to get to that point, but I know we're going to get to that point eventually because there's just too much money involved. And somebody already did it for Valorant, but they had the other computer move the mouse with a mechanical thing. Dizzy, it mostly just seemed too good to be true, to be honest with you, that's all. Oh, it's Electron? I didn't know that. So it's effectively like a standalone web app like Discord. How are you using it with, how are you doing the OCR with Electron? I'm assuming it just lets you import a library and you just use that library. I've never used Electron, that's why I'm a C# guy. So everything I do is a console app. That's what I did. Like, I wrote a simulator. I wish I would have saved the link to the simulator. Oh. Wait, who's JD? JD sounds familiar. I just can't place it. Which site does JD use? Which site is his? And honestly, oh, okay, he's the Tower LOL guy. Oh, okay, that's probably why. I knew it sounded familiar, but I couldn't place it. Honestly, the developer's only complaint is that if we have the ability to rapidly export information like this, that then we can optimize our towers faster and consume the content faster. That I could accept as a legitimate option, but I personally think that's a shitty argument to not let us do things to make it easier. Because again, then we just have to come up with tools like this, right? Like where we have to use OCR to export all the data. Because one of the things I was wondering with the, I don't know if you've seen the effective path spreadsheet, Dizzy. One of the things I wanted to do with effective paths was just like, can I auto export this data from my tower to fit in here? Honestly, Dizzy, what I would want is the ability to export my tower itself. Like all the labs I've done, my workshop, again, my workshop plus all of those things, and just be able to dump that into the effective path spreadsheet. Obviously, the problem is if you can do this easily, everybody either uses the effective path spreadsheet or not. And then the problem is it creates homogeny in tower design. But that's what happens in every game. You know, that you can't really stop it. You can slow it down, which means like you make it inconvenient enough where people aren't willing to do it. But you can't stop it. Oh, and it'd have to have the relics too. I mean, but the reality is the fact that effective paths already exist means you either use that and you do it anyways, and it just takes you a little bit longer. But also, I think the community is so large that not everybody would end up doing the effective paths thing because everybody was going to want to optimize differently anyways. Like, even if you did effective paths and you copied it word for word, right? You still have the econ focus versus the defense focus versus the attack focus. So even with all that, you still are going to have people that say, well, I want to be attack focused because I want to be I want to be GC. Or you'll have some people that go, well, I'm going to be EHP because we know EHP is the best strategy up until you get to a certain point. And then you have some people that says, well, screw you all. We know econ's the best because you're always limited by coins, so I'm going to focus econ. You know, that's just, you're always going to have that division. So I do think the excuse is sort of weak. And again, all you do by limiting the data is you just slow it down. You don't stop it, right? You can never stop a meta. You know, there's so much data harvesting now that people do that you're never going to stop a meta. And then it just becomes, for stuff like effective paths, it becomes like, okay, we just need to get the bare minimum amount of data for labs that actually have a computable ROI. And we just need to minimize the amount of data we collect so that it's easy for you to fill in the spreadsheet. Again, not stopping anybody. It's just you slow it down, because I think when I watched Tag's video, he was in here. It takes like an hour to fill the spreadsheet out. You're just saving an hour of manual input. And the funny thing is, effective paths can still be wrong, right? Like, there's nothing stopping the effective path stuff from, like, doing the math wrong, and then we're all doing the wrong thing, thinking we're doing the right thing. You know, we had a whole housing crisis based on that. Because one of the key things that led to the 2008 housing crisis was everybody was using the same formula that assumed foreclosures were independent variables and not dependent variables. And because of that formula, it assumed that even if all the houses around you are foreclosed, it doesn't impact the price of the house you're investing in. Which is kind of patently absurd when you think about it, because of course foreclosures impact the houses around them because they lower the prices, right? But that was the formula some guy came up with, and everybody used the formula, and then we had a housing crisis. I really wish I would have bookmarked that, because that was kind of funny to see. I still don't know how they reverse engineered the save file, Dizzy. That to me is the most amazing part. Because I looked at that code and I'm reading it and I'm like, holy crap. How did they figure out what all this does? Because they literally go offset by offset to determine what things are. And I'm like, geez Louise. Like, how could I ever figure this out? Mostly because I was looking to see if I could decompile my save file and then take that and dump it into the effective paths. Because that's what I wanted to do. Mostly because, like, I don't want to fill this out. I want it to be filled out for me. Thank you. And then I went in there and I said, hey, I actually asked them, and they're like, Zerden, we can't do that without getting banned. And I'm like, really? He might have. It's one of the great quagmires I have. I mean, the only way to actually fix the coalesce of a meta is to do something like what, you have to become like what all the MOBAs do, is you constantly change the meta. And I mean, to be fair, I mean, somebody leaked the new modules, and the new modules, I don't see them being that good, sadly. They might be Omega. I think one of them is set in stone. If I had to pick one that was set in stone that we're getting first, it's going to be the triple black hole. I think the triple black hole is good enough. Oh, well, I died. Damn. I made it to my exact highest wave before. I didn't make any further progress. All right, well, I guess we're going back to farming then. Yeah. Ooh, I got overcharged. Taking out your credit card and then you get overcharged. Also, creator code Zerd now works now, which is cool. So you can do that if you want. If you don't want to do it, that's fine too. I'm really curious what's going to happen here. Okay, Swamp Rend is still going. Yeah, I just don't know if the auto lab thing works. Because Genesis told me he tried doing the auto refresh and it used up all his cells. And like he said, like, well, I guess I can try it, right? We have this one here. I can just try it, right? Wait, what am I researching there? Oh. That was anticlimactic. Oh, there's a new update. Okay. Well, thank God. Let me go look at the patch notes. Oh, let me get this farming. I should always be farming. But remember, don't have your something look at the screen while you're farming. That's a no-no. If you use a program to look at the screen while you're farming, that is against the rules. You are making God cry tears of optimization. Oh, New, thank you. I'm sorry. Was New still here? I'm sorry, I got distracted by me. I'm approved! Yay! Oh, hey, new. Sorry, I just saw the thing you sent. Really? No, how can you release something without patch notes? FUDs! FUDs, what are you doing? First you deploy on a Thursday, which I think is insane as a developer. Because of, like, you never try to deploy, like, knowing how the approval, you would never. And then so now we have to divine what the fix does. I mean, you would think with something like this, it would be a major, like, hey, we fixed this, try the new version. Uh-oh. All right, hold on. I'm gonna check small tower first, guys. So hold on. Let me pause him for a minute. We'll check little tower first. It's not, it never too, I mean, he was gonna die anyways. It's okay, he'll go again. He'll just get up and go again. Knockback was supposed to be the big bug, John, that they were like, oops. They were like, oops, that's an oopsie. I didn't get the update. How did I not get the update? Like, what is going on? How is this happening to me? Why would you do this to me, game? Yeah, I didn't get the update. You can now play it natively on a Chromebook? Yeah, slow rollout, no patch notes. What's going on here? What is this, amateur hour? I'll have to check later. I really need to fall. You know, I already fell asleep on stream once. I probably should go to bed soon. I will try it on Little Tower, because Little Tower has the least to lose. I just heard, John, what I heard, at least, you know, illegally heard, is that the issue was that when the lab completed, it dropped the speed up. That's what I heard the problem was. And that's how I understand Genesis lost like 11 million cells. Maybe I misinterpreted that result. I did cheat. Well, not cheat, but I did stop researching something to get the one wave. I actually don't know, John, the answer to how it happened to him. Like, at first, I was upset because I lost my speed up. And then my other 4 speed ups didn't move, so I ended up winning out, so it's hard for me to be upset. I can't believe I got to the same max wave, though, in tier 18. So that's the end of me needing to push for the tournament, or push period, because I pushed 15, 16, and 17. I don't think we I don't think we legitimately thought you were building a keylogger. I really don't. That was not, we were just like, unfortunately, Dizzy, there's so many bad actors out there. It's like, when something seems too good to be true, is it really, you know? And that's the problem, right? It just seemed too good to be true, that's all. Like, I always get skeptical. Like, it's not you, it's just like, we know the people, it's not you, I just know the world we live in, where, like, somebody would do that, and it's unfortunately not beyond the realm of reason. Like, I wish it wasn't like that. How did you get unsubbed, Muffin? Why would YouTube do this to me? Oh, calm down a little bit, please. Let's not make it bigger into something bigger. Oh, it was your cat. Okay, well, I blame your cat then. You know, Dizzy, you know what my project that I want to see if I can do, and I don't know if I can do it, is I wanted to figure out if there was a way to programmatically swap the player DAT file in BlueStacks. And so what I wanted to do is have like 10 different accounts and be able to run and rather than have to create 10 instances of BlueStacks, because each instance of BlueStacks is like 5 gigabytes, and I'm sure the player.dat file is probably like a handful of megabytes, maybe it's like 20, 30 megabytes or something if it's insanely big. And so then what I wanted to do is then run the script and take account 1, insert it into the instance that would have the tower data on it, then run the tower for that account. I mean, realistically, I could probably uninstall the game, reinstall the game. That's really ridiculous. I would hope not to have to do that. And then just swap it, start that account up, take that account, join the bracket, leave the bracket. I mean, not leave the bracket, but join the tournament. You know, you don't really need to do the tournament. You just join the tournament, you leave. Yeah, I looked into it a little bit in BlueStacks, but it didn't, because they use a VHD, or virtual hard drive, and they didn't actually look for the data on your actual hard drive. I was trying to see if I could, how to mount it, and if I could mount it and look at it that way. That was the thing I was curious about, because if I could do that... Wait, what's Moo Moo emulator? Unfortunately, John, the only tool we have is the one for skies. Oh, it does. Okay. John, what's out of date about it? Well, it's not really that I need help managing it, Muffin Top. It's more that, like, if I create a BlueStacks image and I have a player ID on it, the BlueStacks image is like, when I looked at it, it was like 5 gigabytes, right? Oh, the V27 labs. Okay, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to see if I got the update and I turned him off. He's back. Sorry. He's been back for 50 waves. I tried to see if I got the update, Fatty. There's an update, V2702. I was wondering if that update fixed the labs, because that's what I needed. That's what I need fixed. So, Muffin, my idea was that rather than make a 5 gigabyte instance, which is like probably 99% of that is just the redundant stuff, could I make one instance and swap the player DAT file in and out of the instance so that then I could play 10 accounts on one instance? And the reason for doing this is if I created 10 accounts that were in tier 1 wave 60, I could just open up the emulator, run the account, join the tournament, close the emulator, run a script, swap to the next one, open up the emulator, run the tournament. Obviously, I don't think the tower devs would be happy if I was doing this, but, you know, their game is free to play. That means I can have as many accounts as I want. And then just effectively do that. And then I could basically have my gazillion, my gazillion tower accounts that just, all they do is play, well, I also assume that over time I would accumulate enough stones and stuff like that, that I probably could slowly move them into gold, And then once they were in gold, they would just join gold, not even do the tournament, just to be like an extra 10 or 20 players or something like that. Just to push other people up the chain. And I also think it would be hilarious if I named them all the same thing, like account 1, account 2, account 3, account 4, account 5, account 6. And what are the devs going to do? The game is free to play. mean, you could always use... Wait, what do you mean, Muffin? I mean, you could always use your background skins, Dibel, but the issue is any animated background just takes up more processing power. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's... I don't think you can ever get away from the lag, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, you do have to babysit it, Muffin. I mean, that's like to get those first 60 waves, especially if you're playing free to play. You just have to. Well, you don't have to script. You just have to do a lot of runs. It does take a while. Honestly, if you can get to the milestone that awards you 2,000 coins, that is such a big boost. That should help you get more closer. Oh, you're trying to get 30 accounts into the same bracket. Well, that's an entirely different thing. I didn't know you were trying to do that. Oh, is there actually a bracket manipulation rule? I didn't know that. I know you mentioned, I didn't know you were trying to do it that way. I guess I didn't understand the implication. So I can be a little dense sometimes. So, Fatty, the purpose of the damage slider is when you get to a certain level of tower, what happens is you get out of intro sprint at 1800, okay? So you can start earning coins then. Well, Muffin Top, I didn't know about... Oh, well, I'm just not going to say anything because I heard a lot about bracket manipulation back in the day, and, it happened. And there was no punishment. And that's all I'm going to say. Sorry, Fatty, the purpose of the damage slider. So, you get to 1800 waves, you know, with intro sprint, right? And if you're really strong, let's say you farm to, let's say, we'll say 7,000 waves. Well, what used to happen is that people would actually turn off their ultimate weapons and stuff like that, because if the enemies were too weak in the earlier part of your run, like after 1800 waves, but before the end of your run, a lot of people would do a lot of damage manipulation to reduce their maximum damage so that they could make sure that they killed all these enemies at the appropriate time. What Damage Slider does is allow you to adjust to a percentage of health. You don't have to manually do that process. You can just basically do Devo without doing Devo. That's basically the point. Because you basically want to nerf your damage so you don't kill things too quickly so you get all the coin bonuses for them. Hey Osama, how you doing? Oh good, I'm glad to hear it. No, I understand Omega with the purpose. I understand the spirit of it. I just also, there was a time that the spirit was very willfully, and I wouldn't say openly, but pretty willfully broken. But they didn't ban anybody. What they did is they just fixed the issue that was causing people to behave in the way they were behaving, and that was the end of it. They did the other thing. They just addressed the problem. The attention you would get, Muffin Top, is that while they would know you were manipulating the bracket, I just think people would be like so thankful you were in their Legends bracket. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought there was more to it than that. Oh. That would be hilarious, Muffin Top. Then you can show it, then you can post it on Reddit about how you got keys at tier 1 wave 60 and everybody will have a conniption. Yeah, exactly, Muff. Oh, God. No, I'm not snoring. I was laughing. Oh, nice, John. Okay, well, I guess I just need to get the update. That's what I'll fish for it later. I think I'm gonna go update my bed. Sorry, I got distracted all clouded because YouTube recommended a short where a guy took soap and shredded the soap into a bowl and then poured Coca-Cola into the soap and boiled it and said, now I have this really powerful household cleaner. Like, what is this world? No, he didn't eat it. He boiled it and then used it to scrub his pots and pans. I'm like, what is this? What is this world? You just take soap and combine it with Coca-Cola and then use it as a cleaner. And of course, I can't tell if he's trolling or not. And I'm like, Coca-Cola and soap is the crime. So while Coca-Cola is acidic and can be used to clean things. Oh, good night, New. You have a good evening and happy farming. And I hope your mom's doing well too. I forgot to ask about her. You can use Coca-Cola for certain cleaning activities. The only reason it works is because it's an acid, right? And the reality, you could probably achieve a better result if you substituted the Coca-Cola with vinegar. I'll say this all clouded. I do think Fuds wants to do something with Defense Absolute. Wait, really? Apparently it was on Mythbusters. Although plain soda water is much better for some of these purposes than Coca-Cola or other soft drinks, as it doesn't leave a sticky, sugary residue behind. Yeah, I know what I know that war crime, but we're talking about vinegar and soap. You can mix vinegar and soap as far as I know. It's only bleach you can't mix vinegar with. Putty knives to scrape up brain matter, which dries to a cement-like consistency. I mean, they'd have to evacuate the building, so you'll get, don't know, you get the day off, but I had a friend that worked in a building that they had hydrogen, I want to say it was hydrogen fluoride, and the alarm for the hydrogen fluoride was faulty. And so basically he would tell me how the alarm would go off at work. Everybody would have to immediately evacuate outside. He always forgot his car keys, so he just had to stand outside in the cold without his jacket until they cleared the building and let him back in. And like this kept happening, and every time the false alarm happened, it was like an hour of everybody evacuating the building, them calling the company to clear the building getting cleared, and then them going back to work. Yeah, Fatty, looking for work is the worst work. Looking for work is very difficult. Not likely, said Neil Smithers, the owner of Crime Scene Cleaners in San Francisco. Smithers, whose company contracts with police forces throughout the country to clean up accidents and crime scenes, said he has tried using Coke on bloodstains with little success. It just doesn't work, he said. If anything, it makes more of a mess. That makes more sense to me. Yeah, that's the problem. You get caught in the filter. And they don't get back to you. They like... So when I was unemployed during a time in my life, I applied to over 700 jobs. The state website used to track how many jobs you applied to. And I heard back from maybe like 10. And of the 10 I heard back from, at least 2 didn't read my resume. Oh, damn, ammonia is also no joke, and it smells like piss. I actually used to work with, that's actually not a terrible rate. That's about 12%, which is actually pretty good. It's just the job market is so bad out there right now. But guys, I think I want to go to bed before I fall asleep on the stream again. I'm sorry, I'm just tired. I was up really... I slept really weird. Actually, I think the reason I'm tired is because I've been up for 24 hours now. That probably would make anybody tired. What kind of field are you trying to get into, Fatty? Oh, hey, Chicken Joe. I actually did worse. So my little tower doesn't really count, but they made it to wave. It's rank 16, about 200 waves. And big tower, 1600 waves. But like so the big thing that changed for me was ELS. I'm sure. I went like I don't know how these heats would have changed things, but I got to 1600. Like a data analyst? Financial analyst? Pizza analyst? Oh. How many years of experience do you have? Yeah, Python's a big one for data analytics now. Everything's Python. Yeah, spreadsheets are what businesses run on, basically. Like, I don't know why we built a website at my job when we could just run the business on a spreadsheet. Yeah, spreadsheets will just end up being the language. The language of business, because that's what they know how to do. Excel is user-friendly enough that people can do whatever they want to do in it. Yeah, Muffin, are you my Discord? If not, let me toss a link out. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry I spaced out a little bit. I'm getting it now. All right, here we go. Yeah, I just know I'm a little spaced, that's all. I probably should get to bed. God. It was fun, though. We got a new update. How about that? But once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day. Goodbye, everybody, and happy farming. Yeah, Fatty, I was kind of, well, I've been up since, like, so after the stream I did yesterday, I went to bed, and I slept, and I was kind of sad I lost Golden Tower, and I slept until, like, 1 a.m., and I got up at 1 a.m., and then I've been up since 1 a.m. yesterday. I meant to go to bed. I just had a lot to do today, and like I had slept all day yesterday, so I had plenty of sleep, and now I'm out of sleep, and I actually fell asleep on stream for like, I don't know, like 10 minutes. So that was kind of fun. I fell asleep on stream. Everybody got to, you know, at least I didn't snore, but everybody got to, yeah, have that experience. That happened like, I don't know, probably 2 hours ago. But yeah, I'm gonna go hit the hay. So good night, everybody, and I'll catch you guys next time. We'll do another stream on Wednesday. I still haven't done anything with my tower because I am I'm just not sure what to do yet. I'll wait and see. It'll be okay. Good night.